Recognize the volunteer service of longtime township resident Mr. Richard Grommon, who in 2016 marks 35 years of service to the Wheatland Township Cemetery Board. Rich has actually volunteered in the cemetery since the early 70s. His father, George Grommon, was a cemetery volunteer and encouraged Rich to get involved. Rich joined the cemetery board in 1981, and his 35-year volunteer service to the board is the longest in our cemetery's 180-year history. Rich's many duties in the cemetery include helping area families in their time of need, ensuring accurate measuring and marking of grave sites, helping train new volunteers, and oversight of the cemetery's records. In the 1970s and 80s, Rich even donated his time and labor in digging graves by hand. In large measure, it is due to Rich's practical, common sense, and knowledgeable leadership that the Wheatland Township Cemetery runs as smoothly as it does. Please join Ben Peterson and I in thanking Mr. Richard Grommon for his continued volunteer service to the Wheatland Township Cemetery Board.
Digging graves by hand?
Yeah. Wow.
Really?
Yeah, sure.
Really?
8 hours.
Wow.
8 hours for one?
For one grave, yeah.
Wow. Jeez.
I wouldn't do it today.
Ask you a few questions about how long have you been involved in the cemetery?
Since the early 70s, I worked with Harry Clow and Robert Clow and Patterson too for staking out graves. They showed me how to do it, and then they put leveling the markers and that. We put some gravel under them and moved them around, cemented some stones in, and
And then you've been on the cemetery board for how long?
since 1981. I spent 3/4 of my life here in the cemetery.
Yeah. How did you get involved? I mean, I know you have your family.
Well, our farm was right up the road here, and my dad kind of said they're going to need some youth in the cemetery. Well, as soon as I got out of the military in 1970, he said, I think you ought to go down the cemetery.
Okay.
And ever since I've been here.
Did your dad get you started in this?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He said, you know what, there should be a Grommon involved there. I said, there used to be.
There used to be.
Your grandfather, my great-grandfather.
Well, there is.
Next thing you know, I was stuck. There were Clows and Dad had it all planned.
They had it all planned
Dick's
out.
getting out of the service. As long as I'm living around here,
So I hear. That's good.
and I'm still breathing,
So,
Yeah, thank you very much.
good enough.
Appreciate your getting me involved in this.
Yeah, you know, I was the one that
Yes, you
kinda
were.